Can you kind of give me a breakdown as to what happened initially?
Putin has decided and he wants to reestablish Russia as a dominant power in Europe, and he's starting with Ukraine.
Did President Putin not know that the West would take as much responsibility in helping Ukraine as what they have?
I think he was surprised because if you look back in history, this war actually began in 2014 when Russia invaded Crimea and the West did nothing. He's been surprised by how strong NATO has responded, and I think that has set him back a bit. But nevertheless, he's still continuing with this war. And importantly, he still continues to make threats to use nuclear weapons in this war. Prior to the invasion of Ukraine, he was asking for NATO to essentially withdraw from Eastern Europe, including states such as Poland, the Baltic states, Hungary, and so forth. NATO is not the aggressor here. Russia is the aggressor.
In terms of the relationship that North America has had with Russia up until this point, do you feel that after this, there's any sort of recovery?
I don't see any possibility of a rapprochement. Putin is in what's known as a no-limits partnership with China's Xi Jinping. If the West fails to support Ukraine, China's Xi Jinping will see that as an opportunity to move against Taiwan. And you would then have the prospect of a major war between the US and China that would bring in countries like Japan, South Korea, Australia, and so forth. If we fail in this, then what you end up with is an authoritarian world where liberal democracy ends up on the ash heap of history, and the freedoms and the values that we all hold dear in our liberal democracies are taken away from us. And that's why we're in the fight for the century.
Doctor, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.